And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 14, Pitt 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
That is slipped out. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers, game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Looking for a crease to the left. Not a whole lot of room there there, 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Easy. Slide 22. Slide 22.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll try to get outside. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the move. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, they try to go quarterback designed run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Got it, looking for a first. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on 1st down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield. But they stayed home, they had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it down the field. They've got to score points.
Here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll go with a direct snap. Trucks through the defender.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the 2nd half. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off.
at the 12.
Bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
He's brought down at the 19-yard line. Brings up.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Oh, it's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. You know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Off play action on first down. Fires on the move. And that ball is picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
To the air on first down. Coming after him. Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
Deep shot for the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Here's the give off the left side. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
3:25.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Got the back over the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there, but you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On second down, he'll fire. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Hit right back to the line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Quarterback on the keeper. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia Tech 35, Pitt 0.
second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Here we go.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because your trail...